I'm John from Arbor Arms, here to go over some of our new cummerbund closure options and their advantages and disadvantages. You're probably already familiar with our Australpine Cobra buckle, but we are now adding first spear tubes and fixed Velcro closures to our option lineup. Now, we all know that Velcro sucks as an option for Doff and Don, but it does have one major advantage. No matter which buckle you choose, you're going to lose a small amount of MOLLE real estate. So if you're not using Velcro for everyday Doff and Don, it does maximize your MOLLE real estate, say on your sport side where you're doing your speed reloads. So if you're willing to run only one side with a buckle for Doff and Don, that might be a good setup for you. Which brings us to buckles. Obviously, Australpine Cobra buckles are made of aluminum, and first spear tubes are made out of plastic. But contrary to popular belief, Australpine Cobra buckles actually runs about a ½ inch more MOLLE real estate. That being said, it's a little bit wider and stiffer, and the first spear tube has a thinner articulation point. One spot where that has a big impact is how you run your radios. If you like to run your radios off from the front plate bag, off from a wing-style radio pouch, you may want to run first spear tubes. Because it has a thinner articulation point, the elastic will actually run over the radio, as opposed to if you run a Cobra buckle right here, the wider rigid area will protrude past the radio and create a little bit of bulk there, versus molling directly to the buckle inside the cummerbund. As you can see, the elastic is still allowed to flow over the radio. One reason you might want to run your rig this way is so PTT wires and antenna reroutes can be run to the rear plate bag and up to the shoulders so you don't compromise a maritime release. Australpine Cobra buckles are designed specifically not to release under load, which means you need to relieve the pressure from the elastic cummerbund to release the buckle. This is done specifically so you don't inadvertently disconnect your cummerbund, but it does not prevent you from one-handed operation. Now, there are several different ways that you can attach the cummerbunds in the rear. You can use the included slit clips or a 550 cord lace to attach the cummerbunds to MOLLE, but if you don't have MOLLE on your plate carrier, we have an included hook Velcro anchor that you can use to attach the two cummerbunds. As I said, each of these cummerbund closure options has its advantages and disadvantages. First spear tubes has a thinner point of articulation. The Australpine Cobra buckle has a thinner loss of MOLLE real estate. You're the shooter, so you decide what's best for your mission. Come to arborarmsusa.com today and choose your cummerbund closure combination.